Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to my Thursday night's live stream. Go with the flow. This is one of my newest live streams that I started a week ago only. So, thanks for joining, dear viewers. As you might be aware, that this live stream weekly just once, every Thursday night. Okay, at my time, 9 p.m. UK time. Hello, Darren. Welcome. So only people who have got this green sprouts, they can come and comment. Other people are not able to come here and comment. Unfortunately, I should say. So if you wish to join this live stream, you are more than welcome. What are you going to learn? In this Go with the Flow live stream, I discuss, analyze, and talk about according to the learner's needs. It doesn't depend on me. It depends on the person who would like to hop on here. It depends on the learners who like to talk about different topics. It could be science, it could be commerce, it could be physics or chemistry, or maybe biology, maybe COVID, maybe movie, maybe your favorite hobby, maybe grammar, maybe vocabulary, maybe IELTS strategies, anything and everything. Okay, and today we are going to read an amazing story of an old person. Let's move on. Before that, I've got a question for all of you guys. Do you know, very often people ask this question: how do I know that this person is speaking in British English or American English? Do you know what are the criteria of British English or American English? If you know it, most probably you can share with me so that I can discuss, I can read it. I can also obviously mention a name. And this is one of my features, that whenever somebody comes to my live stream, makes a comment, I really like to read it. I like to acknowledge the person. I like to answer the question if there is any. All right, so this is one of the way of recognition of all of our learners who are always there. All right, guys, so I have to explain one important thing about the British English and the American English. Letter R, letter R, and letter T. You may be aware we call British English non-rhotic, which means that most of the cases we do not pronounce letter R at all. Instead, we pronounce vowel sound in those cases while letter R is there. And on the other side, American English is called rhotic English, which means that letter R must be pronounced, and it is one of the trainings or criteria of American English. When you learn phonetics in American IPA, you have to learn how to pronounce the R correctly. Okay, but it's not all the case. There are many situations where letter R is pronounced in British English even. So number one rule is that if any word that starts with the letter R, we must pronounce it. For example, my name, you see, or there are thousands of words that has got letter R. Let me write some of the examples, okay? Say run, okay? Rat, roast, Romeo, risk, rescue, recognize, rumor. Look, in rumor, the amazing matter is that letter R at the first letter must be pronounced, but the letter at the end is not pronounced at all. So it is rumor. Okay. So you have found that if a word starts with letter R, we must pronounce it. And if there is a vowel sound after letter R, we must pronounce it. For example, okay, for example, not for, remember, this is another amazing matter. For example, program. Okay, control. You can see that in program, after R, the first P-R-O, again G-R-A, A and O are vowel sounds. Similarly, control after R, there is O sound. Similarly, Colorado. I'm sure you know that Colorado is one of the states of the USA. Okay, there are thousands of words like this. If I'm to give the examples, the whole night would be gone. But that's the rule, guys. Remember, letter R must be pronounced in British English if it starts at the beginning of a word. And also if there is a vowel sound after letter R. Okay, look at these amazing examples. Like there and there. Look at the difference. In the first there, you can see after letter R there is a vowel sound E. That's why it is pronounced as there. But in the second word there is vowel sound before R, and we are not pronouncing R. There. It's the house, as example. Okay. Therefore, look. Therefore, look. Therefore, T-H-R-E-F-O-R. Therefore. How should we pronounce it? That's really challenging, because you see T-H-E-R-E and F-O-R-E. Let me see how it should be pronounced correctly. Definitely, therefore.
Therefore.
You know the reason why? Though there is a vowel sound after R, but look at the sound word pattern. There is vowel before R as well. So here the front vowel sound is a bit prominent, which is why we have to pronounce therefore, not therefore. Okay. Hello, Jamal. Welcome. Thanks for coming here. So now, robot. Look, this is amazing word. It is not Robert, it is robot. First R must be pronounced and second R must not be pronounced because there is a vowel sound. Oh no, there is consonant sound, my apology, before R. So robot. Similarly, Mark, Manchester. Okay, so now, if there is vowel sound after letter R, let me give you some examples. We have to pronounce it. Look at this example. I have a car, but my car is in the parking place. So I have a car, but my car is in the parking place. Look at the impact of this sentence. In the first sentence, car is at the end, there is full stop. Okay, I've got a car, R is silent. But when you're pronouncing my car, there is vowels and I after that is. My car is in the parking place. And again, in the park, it is not park, it is park. Remember, in British English, that's why it seems to be difficult sometimes. If you can't pronounce R correctly, then you have to, master it, how you can control the sound of letter R in British English, which is very important and distinguished. Remember that the first, you need to listen to the speaker, how the speaker is speaking. If the speaker is not pronouncing letter R, that means the person is following British IPA. But if the person is pronouncing letter R, that means the person is following American IPA. Hello Aziz, welcome. Okay, so this is the first thing. Second thing is letter T. Letter T is very strong and stressed in British English. And I'm sure the common example is water. You see, in water, T is prominent and R is silent. And not water, but it's water. And that is the amazing part of the pronunciation. WA is most of the time sounds like WO, water. Okay, warm. All right, Aziz, I'm quite good. Thanks for asking. How about you? So this is the important part. Water, butter, better, identity, reluctant. Okay, then constitution, felicitation, burst. As I said, Robert, it is there. Heart. Look, R is silent. Heart. Now, look at these two amazing words. In British IPA, we say court or court. Yeah, it's court. C-O-U-R-T, court. You will say normally court, right? But Americans pronounce it court. British English speak, they don't pronounce it court. This one. They pronounce. Let me show you how it's court.
Court.
Court, yeah?
Court.
Court, you see?
Court.
Now, you say, oh, it sounds like court. C-A-U-G-S-T. Court and court. Remember the little bit difference. Court, O-U-R-O, and court, O sound, O and O. That is really difficult sometimes to distinguish the O and O. Court. Caught. I caught the ball when I was playing cricket. The judge is going to session in the court very soon. Remember that these are some of the examples how you can understand if a speaker is an American English speaker or a British English speaker. Once again, letter R and letter T. We have to be very careful about using these two letters. Why, if you want to develop your pronunciation in British IPA, bear in mind that it is your strong desire that will help you overcome all these difficulties. Okay, so there's an amazing story. This old lady handed her bank card to the teller and said, I would like to withdraw $10. Now you can see card R is silent, teller R is silent, but in withdraw R is pronounced because there is a vowel sound after R. So I would like to withdraw $10. The teller told her, for withdrawals less than $100, please use the ATM. And the old lady wanted to know why. By the way, viewers, if you're interested, you can hop on here. You have to use US dollar Hello Cash. Or if you want to subscribe, then it's an advantage for you. You can get, there are free trials going on. You can get 2 free lessons. Okay. And also, if you subscribe to any of my lessons like this or any other lessons, when I go for public live stream, you can always hop on free. That is the advantage, and you should take the advantage to develop your speaking, your communication skill, as well as confidence. And also, I help teaching develop, your grammar, your sense of speaking, your communication skill. All right, so let's move on. The old lady wanted to know why. The tailor returned her bank card and irritably told her that these are the rules. Please leave if there is no further matter. There is a line of customers behind you. So do you know the meaning of irritably? Being irritated. Irritate means annoyed. Okay, let's find out. Irritably is an adverb.
Irritably.
Irritably, in a way that shows that you become annoyed very easily. So it's an irritable matter that many people use other than English language on this app. It is indeed. Guys, my request and suggestion would be try to be respectful of our Hello Code of Conduct and policies. Do not use any other language for more than half a minute or 1 minute as a demonstration. But if you don't listen to us, if you don't obey the rules or guidelines, you never know. Your account will be blown away in no time. Okay, irritably means with annoyed. These are the rules. Please leave if there is no further matter. There is a line of customers behind you. Is it behind or behind, guys? I have heard both of this expression from different learners of this app. Someone says, hey, it is behind. Someone says, no, it's behind. Let's find out. According to the British IPA, how can you say, I think it is behind? Hind. Do you know what is hind? Does anyone know what does hind or hind means?
Behind.
So it is behind, at the back of. Look behind you. I hung my coat behind the door. Alex led and I followed along behind. Okay, more example. The officer was hidden out of his sight behind a tree. The guard dog was snarling and snapping behind the fence. She tucked a loose strand of hair behind her ears. She heard a sudden noise behind her and swung round to look behind her. Okay, lots of examples. Let's move on, guys. So there is a line of customers behind you. I also asked, do you know the meaning of hind? Hind. Is it hind or hind? Let me find it in a moment. Remember, if you're ever confused about finding a word, you must always look for the specific dictionary. Do not go to Google. Okay, use either Oxford, Cambridge, or Collins, or Merriam-Webster, or any other authorized and validated source rather than going to the Google. Okay, it is hind.
Hind.
Hind means at the back of an animal's body, hind leg. Okay, all right, let's move on. The old lady remained silent for a few seconds and handed her card back to the tailor and said, please help me withdraw all the money I have. The teller was astonished when she checked the account balance. She nodded her head, leaned down, and respectfully told her, "You have $300,000 in account, but the bank doesn't have that much cash currently. Could you make an appointment and come back again tomorrow?" Okay, so the teller was astonished. Do you know the meaning of astonished? Surprised, yeah? Let's find out the meaning of astonished.
Astonished.
Astonished. Okay, very surprised, amazed, astounded, staggered, stunned. Look at the other synonyms once again. Astonished, amazed, do you know? Astounded, you know? Do you know staggered? Do you know stunned? Okay, so the tailor was astonished when she checked the account balance. She nodded her head, leaned down, and respectfully told her, you have $300,000 in your account, but the bank doesn't have that much cash currently. Could you please make an appointment and come back again tomorrow?" And the old lady then asked how much she could withdraw immediately. The teller told her any amount up to $3,000. Well, please let me have $3,000 now. The teller kindly handed $3,000, very friendly and with a smile to her. The old lady put $10 in her purse and asked the tailor to deposit $2,999 into her account. Did you get the tricky point? So the tailor refused to help her withdrawing $10, but when the person wanted to withdraw all of her money, which is $300,000, and she said, the bank manager, I mean to say, whispered to the old lady, "Oh, we do not have that much money." Okay, so she has to make an appointment to the bank manager. However, the old lady is very, intellectual and talented. And she asked how much money she could withdraw immediately. The teller told her any amount up to $3,000. Well, please let me have $3,000 now. The teller kindly handed $3,000 very friendly and with a smile to her. Old lady put $10 in her purse and asked the teller to deposit $2,990 now. Okay, the moral of the story is don't be difficult with the old people. They spend a lifetime learning the skill. You see, though the teller didn't want to help the old lady, but he had to. Okay, so this is the story, guys. So let's once again, guys, if you're interested to join, you're more than welcome. What you have to do, you have to click on the sign up button. Then you can join either free lessons or by monthly subscription. The advantage of monthly subscription is you can join my free hop on. I mean, you can join my those live stream when I conduct publicly. Okay, and it is proven on an average there is at least 20 public live stream in a month. So if you subscribe to my class for a month, so you're going to get bonus 8 subscribe lessons plus other 20 extra lessons, which is really astounding, staggered, I should say. Okay. So just once again, you're watching the live stream from the UK. Our local time is 9:25 p.m., which is the evening. And welcome and thanks for joining wherever you are and however you are. I believe that you're having a good time with your family or friends. Okay. Now we're going to learn some phrasal verbs. I've chosen 30 common phrasal verbs. Okay, the first word is call. Remember, there's a basic pronunciation difference with this word call. American would say it call. We say call. To call around. The first phrasal verb is call around. Okay. So what does call around mean, guys? Call around means to contact multiple people or a specific person. Say Roy called around to find Roy called around to find a nearby mechanic. That means was looked for. Guys, I'll be back in one moment. I need to drink water. Alright, I'm back. Alright, I'm back. So, call around to contact multiple people or a specific person. Example, Roy called around to find a mechanic. So, our first word is call around. Around. Okay. Or you can say, we need to call around to find a good deal on a new car. Did you call around to find out a good place to go on holiday? My boss asked me to call around to find someone to fix the sink. So the call around means To contact multiple people or a specific person. Great. Number 2. To call off, cancel. We call the party off, or we called off the party. Okay, guys, remember that OFF is off and OF is ob. This is one of the common mistakes in pronunciation. 99% of non-native speakers always make mistake like this. Sorry, guys, I'm a bit thirsty. I'm drinking Fanta. Okay, so the next word is to call off. For instance, we call the party off, or we called off the party. We shall call off the reservation. Okay, listen to me carefully, guys, once again. And letter R is very important not to pronounce in British IPA. If you like to develop the British IPA once again, try to know how to use letter R and when to pronounce and when we don't have to pronounce at all. You can see reservation, reservation, and British English reserve, not reserve. Yeah? Let's listen to reservation.
Reservation.
You see, reservation. Excuse me. The S sounds like Z. Reservation. And there is a short sound, you see, at the end. Oh, reservation. I like to call off my tickets to the USA. I like to call off my tickets to the USA. What it means that you like to cancel a ticket to the visit to the US, okay? Remember, guys, once again, whenever you learn something from someone else, whether student or teacher, let's try to use it. Using a word in the right content is the greatest challenging sometimes for many learners. If you don't know how to use a word correctly, most probably your sentences are not correct at all. Okay, most probably you are not going to write good English. It may appear to be wrong. Okay, so the next one is to check out. Oh, what happened? To verify a person or thing. When regarding a person, this phrase can also be flirtatious. Is it flirtatious? Flirtatious. So you're checking out this girl, eh? Very often we say it. Okay, what does it mean and how do you pronounce it? You know, flirt, eh? So, flirtatious.
Flirtatious.
Oh, flirtatious, not flirtatious. Flirtatious.
Flirtatious.
Flirtatious. Once again, flirtatious.
Flirtatious.
For instance, I'll check the contract out. So it means I'm going to verify the contract. Please bear in mind, contract is a noun, but contract is a verb. So you've got to be careful again to use this word. I'll check the contract out, or I'll check out the contract. Both are correct. Both are correct. Okay, I need to check out my business. I need to check out my business. Okay, next one is clean up, to clean a general area. For example, John cleaned the living room up, or John cleaned up the living room. The whole house was beautifully cleaned up. Okay. So clean up means to clear or clean. To clear or clean. Next word, dive into. Dive, dove, dove. Dove is the past tense, dove is the past participle. Also, dove is a noun. In that case, it sounds like dove, not dove, which is a bird. But when it's a verb, it is dove. So be careful, guys, when you're using this word. Dove, verb. Dive, noun. To dive into means to occupy oneself with something, to be busy. I'll dive into the new TV show later tonight, which means that I'll be busy. Dive into. Don't dive into, unnecessary things. It's better for you to study well. You see, it's a very good advice for you guys who are not studying well, who are focusing unnecessary things rather than necessary things. There is an English word, faffing out. Have you ever heard of it? Faff out. Faff out means you're paying attention to unnecessary things. Okay, sorry, it's not out, faff about. I'm sorry, faff around. My apology. It is faff about. Faff about or faff around, which means faff. Spend your time doing a lot of things that are not important instead of that you should be doing. So don't faff about all these nonsense things. It's better for you if you study hard and motivate yourself. Okay, dive into, will be busy or occupy oneself. I don't want to dive into for unnecessary things. It's a good example though. Okay, next one. To dress up. To wear nice clothes. Avid dressed up for the presentation. I like to dress up for the party. I like to dress up for the party. Do you like to dress up for the party? No, I don't like to dress up for the party. For example, okay. So dress up means to wear nice clothes. Next one, to end up. To end up. To eventually become certain way or find oneself in a situation. For example, ended up taking the job. He ended up taking the job. I ended up cooking the chicken. They ended up having fight at that moment. These two people ended up having dispute and argue in the live streams. Very often we do that, don't we? Ended up arriving home at midnight. So when you have to do something eventually, we can use eventually, ended up, or to end up. That's $1 million question. Okay. Right. What's the next example, guys? To fill up. To fill something completely. For example, Bruce filled his wine glass up, or Bruce filled up his wine glass. You may have noticed sometimes the preposition can be used after second object or before the second object. It depends how you want to structure the sentence and how we like to sound it. Okay, so to fill up means to fill something completely. Bruce filled his wine glass up. Bruce filled up his wine glass. You can see it can be said in both ways. Next is to, it's a very common word, right? I'm sure more or less we use this type of words. Discover. Let me know when you find out the answer. Let me know when you find out the answer. He used a false name before they found him out. Okay. He used a false name before they find him out. Discover. Number 10. Get back, to have something returned. For example, Roger got his pencil back from Lenny, or Roger got back his pencil from Lenny. Both are correct. Look at the sentence patterns. Roger got his pencil back from Lenny, or Roger got back his pencil from Lenny. Okay. Next one is to get away with. To get away with. To escape punishment or some other unpleasantness. Charlie got away with the cheating on the test. And many people get away in the exam hall by cheating the answer. Okay, so get away with. Don't get away with, okay? You need to answer each and every question. Next, to get along. To be friendly with one another. Okay, Franny gets along with him. But, Tom and Jerry never gets along with each other. So Tom and Jerry never get along with each other. They always fight, as you can see from the cartoon film. Tom and Jerry always, fighting. All right. So get to the next one is to give away, to donate something or to give it for free. Example: Mindy gave her prize doll collection away. So to give away means donate something. Okay, next one is give up. I'm sure you know this. It's a very common phrasal verb. Never give up on the learning. We have got human brains and have got the trend to forget everything. Okay. Accept defeat. Karin felt like giving up. Never give up your lesson or class. If you have subscribed to a teacher, do not give up joining the teacher. Okay. Give up. All right. Number 15. To give up again. To cease consuming or doing something often a habit. Marlin gave chocolate up, or Marlin gave up chocolate. Next one is okay. To cease consuming or doing something often a habit. Example: Marlin goes chocolate up, and Marlin gave up chocolate. Okay. We'll continue a few minutes more, guys. This consuming or doing something often habit. To give up. Example: Marlin gave chocolate up, or Marlin gave up chocolates. Here give up is do not forget, and here again is give up is cease consuming. All right, next one is go over. Go over. Go over. To review. To go over means to review. Example: Mary went over the writing assignment. Okay. So the example would be Mary went over the writing assignment. Okay. Oops. So next one is leave out. To leave out. To omit. Okay, examples. Rosie left the graph out of the presentation, or Rosie left out the graph from presentation. See, this sentence has got two different meaning. Okay. Right. Next one is to let down. To disappoint somebody. Sally let Mark down when she showed up to date or update. Sorry, once again, update, up to date. Example: Sally let Mark down when she showed up late. Let down means to disappoint somebody. Look after. This is very common. To take care of someone or something. Like my parents used to look after me when I was a baby or a child. Okay. Thank you for looking after me when I was sick. Okay, so this is very amazing what to look after. All right, few minutes more to go. Once again, dear viewers, you're watching the live from the UK and our local time is 9:52 p.m. Friday night. I'm sorry, Thursday night. I was thinking whole day Friday. If you want to subscribe to my lesson, just click on the sign up button and pay the appropriate fee. There are a few ways you can connect to your teacher. Number one, by subscribing to lesson. Number two, by subscribing to, what should I say? Any kind of lesson, okay? By hopping on with 2K, Hello Cash dollars. And third one is Instaclass, and fourth one is one lessons or classes. Okay. Instant class is the amazing way to resolve your problems. So you see, when you go to Insta class, sorry, not match, you'll find that many teachers are waiting. If you touch on the teacher's photo, you can connect to the teacher. That's really amazing part. Look after. To take care of someone or something. Okay. Example, I think you. Thank you for looking after me when I was sick. Okay. Next one is pull up. Okay. Pull up, to bring up something nearer. Eugene pulled the document up on his computer. Eugene pulled up the document on his computer. Okay, dear viewers. Thank you very much for joining and listening to my, all the explanations silently. Once again, you'll find my lessons. Let me share the lessons all over the week, Monday to Sunday, every night, every morning. If you think that any of my classes would be helpful, and I better suggest you can subscribe to me. Your subscription really makes me amazed. You see, let me show you all the schedules. One moment, guys. I'm going to show you my schedules. What schedules you say, yeah? Americans, oops, sorry. American says schedule, but we say schedule. So as you can see, this is today's lesson. Go with the flow, TN. TN stands for Thursday night. So there is one person who subscribed to me but didn't show up. Next one is go with the flow, Friday morning. Then English practice weekly twice, Friday and Saturday, 8 p.m. my time. Speaking practice and phonetics, Wednesday and Friday, 10 p.m. twice a week, remember that. Next one is IELTS batch 1 every Saturday and Sunday 6:30 a.m. my time. IELTS batch 2 every Saturday and Sunday 8 a.m. my time. Okay guys, I'm not faffing about here about my lessons. I'm trying to give you the information because 26 of my amazing international students got very good score in IELTS exam, and they're so happy. They get all of their visas and they arrive to their destination countries, which is the implication of the hard work. I just showed them the way. I just explained them how they can practice. I just elaborated those ideas, brilliant ideas, how they can participate in speaking without thinking a lot. Okay, next one is grammar and phonetics lesson every Sunday and Monday 9 p.m. Next one is IELTS speaking and writing session batch 1 every Monday, Tuesday 6:30 a.m. Right, so grammar and phonetics practice every Tuesday and Wednesday 9 p.m. IELTS speaking batch 2 is the practice and writing session. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay guys, so that's all of my classes. Once again, thank you very much for being patient and watching it silently. You guys are awesome and amazing. I'm much grateful to you for your support and love and cooperation, which is why today I've got 187,000 followers. Okay. Remember guys, your cooperation, your every word, your every comment really makes me amazed. All right. So join my lessons if you'd like to learn more, whether it's in English grammar, spoken English, IELTS strategies, or basic British IPA, or go with the flow. Thank you very much. I'll see you later, guys. You take care and bye. Actually, let it finished automatically. Remember once again, this month is the celebration month of the Hallo of 3 years. So every day one Hallo teacher comes with a themed live stream. Join all the teachers, support them. Okay. So thank you very much once again. You take care and I'll see you when I see you.